Hey guys, welcome to our live. I'm gonna go live now on Amazon, but hang out here on YouTube. You can also fast forward later. We have some special content just for YouTube viewers, but let's start with the Amazon live stream first. And then I get into some news about RentaHatch.com and Quailos and what's going on here on the quail farm, just specific to the YouTube subscribers. So stay tuned. Hi, happy Monday, or I wish you a warm Monday. Live here from the quail farm in New Jersey. My name is Christian and I'm with Undik, and with me is also Hazel. Hazel is our lovely chief treat tester. She's a Labradoodle. Yes, I'm talking about you. She's coming into the picture in a second, but let's get started. I just wanted to show you guys some cool products from our quail farm for you, for your pet. And so obviously what we do on the quail farm, yes, we have quail, as you can see with this lovely figurine here. Those the birds we look after. And Undike, we are not just a brand, we are a network of quail farms. So the result of our work is shown here. And let me bring it up a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's the result of our hard work here on the farm. Doesn't matter if water is freezing, if we get a foot of snow. We look after our birds first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening, and they are doing well. In the middle section of this live stream, I'm going to show you some pictures about what's going on around here. But yeah, that's the main product from our quail farm. Lovely quail eggs. So if you want to have them for the next winter storm, as it looks like in New Jersey, we might have another one coming through next weekend. If you want to have something fresh to eat, some lovely quail eggs with a lot of vitamin B12, zinc, vitamin D. Grab them now. We ship them live straight from our farm, straight to you guys, to your doorstep. So that's the product we got as a main product. And now I want to show you some other good stuff together with Hazel, my Hazel. Are you ready for the live stream? Yeah, she's all excited there. She just went for a WALK early on, so she might be a little tired. But with quail eggs comes the question, if I want to have a soft-boiled egg, how I gonna have the right holder for it? So we couldn't find that anywhere on the market, so I designed it, and we 3D print them here on the farm in New Jersey as well. And it's a lovely egg holder. You get the idea. We have them in blue, white, and black. They are great to either display really gorgeous quail eggs, because sometimes you get like pieces of art here on the farm, or just for breakfast, right? So they come in a pack of 4. Lovely product as well. I wouldn't put them in the dishwasher because they're so small, they might get lost in there. So, but let's get into the pet section. I hope your pets out there are doing well. I show you some funny videos and pictures of Hazel with, in the snow in a couple of minutes. But let's make sure that your pets have everything what they need during this winter snap here, this cold air and all the snow out there. So extra vitamins will boost your pet's immune system. And with all the goodness what we have in quail eggs, with all these vitamins and minerals, what we do right now when it's too cold to ship out hatching eggs, we still have them online, but you know, we ship them in the warmer regions. We have a network of quail farms, so we have farms down in Florida, Louisiana. Some of them didn't got that crazy cold temperatures, so they're up and running, and we ship from there. But here from New Jersey, we freeze dry. Freeze is a well, a really good word around this time of the year, right? We freeze dry those quail eggs, and we make a shaker out of it, this powder. Hazel will hopefully demonstrate it. I have an open pack here. Hazel, want to have a treat? So this powder, there's an entire carton of quail eggs in there, freeze-dried quail eggs, and you have 2 openings, a kind of a generous one and a sprinkle one. It's a food topper for your pet, for dogs, cats, ferrets, any carnivore animal. And I just, right now, Hazel didn't have dinner yet, so I just sprinkle a little bit as an appetizer on my hand. Did you say hi to the people, Hazel, by the way? She didn't. Huh? She will turn around later and show her lovely face. Yeah, this is a little bit bonding here, because normally I sprinkle that on her food, especially when we go camping and she can't have any fresh eggs. in the summertime, when we go hiking and things like that, then I always bring that along. So there's all the goodness of fresh quail eggs in there, and they last quite a while. So probably a month, depending on how, generous you are. And that turns your picky eater into a good eater again. Your pet will see, oh, there's something cool going on with my food. What is being put on there? They smell it. It smells like egg, obviously, because it is egg. And so your pet shows interest again in their feed. And it's a really great addition, especially now where the immune system should get a little boost with all these vitamins and minerals in there. With the cold out there, it's a great option. Another food topper we have, what we make from our quail as well. They have a happy life on the farm and one bad day. And if that day comes, we want to make sure that your pet gets something healthy, made in the USA, with no additives, no artificial flavors, nothing. It's made from quail meat and hot air. You want to hear on this live stream a little bit hot air from me. I get a bit hot air by that heater over there because it's cold up here. I typically don't use that room up here. Hazel want to have treat. She's already looking for her food. But maybe she wants to try this food top as well. Let me guys show you a little bit. Look how nice and fluffy it is. It's called the pet cotton candy because its texture is like cotton candy. We didn't want to use artificial coloring to make it, pink or blue. So it's the natural yellow quail meat coloring. And Hazel, you want to have a treat? I don't know why she went downstairs. She must have heard something. Hazel, come up here, baby. Yeah, she's sometimes a bit funny. Yes, please, we need your expertise as a chief treat tester. Is this good? Sit. Paw. Good girl. That is good. You get a little bit more. So the idea from that pet cotton candy came from my sister-in-law, actually. She has older cats and they don't have the best teeth anymore. And I have some other crunchy stuff from quail. And she said, I wish I would find treats for my cats, which are natural, but fluffy. And here you go. That's what we have for the senior pets, or as a food topper, of course, for your younger pets. And Hazel, if you could stay here, then I show the other products. You can try a few things as well. Yeah, if you want to try that out, actually, we do have them in a bundle as well. So you get both food toppers, the egg one and the meat one, and you can kind of mix and match. Hazel, stay here, please. I have more treats coming for you. Let me skip ahead and show you Hazel's most favorite treat. Right, Hazel, come. This is the more crunchier version, so that's for small to larger breed dogs, and we call that the Quail Crunch Bites. So what is in this pack other than Hazel's lovely picture on front? Hazel, I want you to come up because she doesn't like to come up, so she needs to train that. Hazel, up. Good girl. Sit. Now people can see your face. Yeah, wait. Wait for it. So the Crunch Bites, it's jerky, and we put pieces. Oh, let's listen to it first. Huh? You were so hungry you didn't even crunch it. There you go. It's nice and crunchy. Usually I gave her 2 small pieces. You can hear it a little bit, I hope. So the Crunch Bites, it's dehydrated quail meat, and then we use washed egg shells. Not the entire egg, just the shells for an extra crunch and for an extra portion of calcium for your pet. So it's a premium dog treat. Right now we run a sale on it. So get it while it lasts. The sale is on another 5 days. And it's an awesome product. No artificial coloring, flavors, or anything. It's really just the game bird, which is the quail, and the eggshells for an extra crunch. Now I have something super crunchy here as well. And Hazel likes that a lot. Let me show you the Quail Crunch Sticks. And I believe the vet gave her, every time we go to the vet says she has awesome teeth. So I think that's from that a little bit, because we don't brush her teeth. And we try to use everything of the quail. And is the spine of the quail. That's the crunch sticks. You get 10 in a pack of them. And Hazel is super excited because it's super yummy. It smells a bit like game bird. There's a little bit fat on it. Hear that crunch? Yep. It crunches nice. And the cool thing, yeah, Hazel gets excited. And the cool thing about it, sit, wait, yeah. They don't splinter like chicken bones, the quail bones. They're safe to eat, right, Hazel? Give me paw. Give paw. Good girl. And look how nice and crunchy they are. They are cleaning a little bit her teeth. She has no problem eating it. I usually tend to break it in 1 or 2 pieces. Break it in 1 piece, Jesus. Sorry, I was shoveling too much snow today. I think the ice went into my head. Yeah, so I break it in 2, 3 pieces. And then it's nice and crunchy, right, my dear? Yeah, you stay because I have more, right? And so it's nothing artificial. Yeah, a little bit fat on it. That's okay. A lot of protein on it. Hazel, did you actually say hi to the people? Say hi. There, look. You see yourself in the... We have a little monitor behind the camera, behind you guys. So Hazel can see herself, but she has no recognition of that. Huh? You don't know that's you. That's you there. You see yourself? No? Okay. Well, while Hazel is so calm, let me show you guys a little bit what was going on this week here at the farm, and then we go back to look at some more products. Well, let's give her this other piece. Yeah, good. And then we look at some more products here. So, here we are a little bigger, and let's get started where we left off. Well, with the snow, obviously. Let me take that picture here and make it a little bit bigger. So that was actually on the 19th, like a week ago. So that was before we got the big snow here. So let's continue. Yeah, good girl. Hazel is comfy on the couch. Hazel's looking for a mouse. Right now the ice is on top kind of the snow, so she can't stick her mouse in anymore. But that's what she does when she looks for mousy. Let's have a look.
Hazel, where's the mouse? Where's the mouse? So, where's the mouse, Hazel?
By now I had to shuffle a bit space in the backyard so Hazel can actually go pee-pee because she doesn't like to get her tushy cold. And here's some impressions about that snow last week. Now we got way more. We get to that. But you can see I used up a lot of our firewood. So that was during the snowstorm now. A lot of snow came down. And Hazel, well, is she excited about it? Let's take a look. Hazel wanna go pee-pee. Hazel tried to get out, but decided to come back in. So I think I'm gonna shuffle a little pee-pee spot for her. And start digging out at least 1 car before the ice comes after the snow, or we already have some sleet here. So first I dig my way to the quail, check on them, then car, and then fire hydrant, and the way to the generator, just in case. Oh, it's cold out here. Yeah, actually a special thank you there to all those lovely people out there. You know, the people who control the power grid, monitor the power grid, make sure that we don't have a power outage. I knock on wood here on my table. We had no issue with the power, and that's a good thing because if the water lines to the quail start freezing up, then we are in big trouble here on the farm. Speaking of water, as you see in this picture, some of you know, regular viewers know that I'm a retired firefighter. So just in case you have forgotten about it, a little reminder, dig out a nice little space around your fire hydrant if you have one on your property, or even if it's down the road and it was not digged out yet, if you have a bit extra time, please do that. It will help in case, you know, a lot of people have heaters now out, or whatever happens. You don't want that the firefighters need to start digging out the hydrant if they need to use it. in case of a fire at your house or at your neighbor's. So please keep them free. From my own experience, I know it really helps, and it's important seconds here what you can give the firefighters a little advantage when they can easily access it in case something happens in your home or at your neighbor's home. So I did that a few times this weekend as well. And yeah, here you see me in action, kind of trying to dig out towards the back of the property, towards the aviary. And yeah, I'm exhausted. That's why I just sit here now in my warm clothes, try to keep warm up here in the studio, and then I go back down, check on the quail one more time, and then cuddle with Hazel in front of the fireplace. That's our spot here, right, Hazel? Yeah. So that was before we went out. Firewood is stocked up too, so we can survive. Oh yeah, another exciting thing, and the date stamp shows 3 days ago we had a hatch here on the farm again. And you see one little chick here was still stuck in the shell, in a celadon egg in this case. Those are the blue eggs. Let me highlight our lovely birdies here. The hatching eggs, in case you're shopping around, you can already put it in your cart. And once the weather gets better, place the order, because we ship out our hatching eggs from the farm as soon they are laid, and we ship within a day or two straight to from our farm to your doorstep. So in case you're thinking about getting quail, we all remember what happened last year around that time with the egg prices in the supermarket. So if you want to get into hatching them yourself, that's a great idea. Now, is that a video? Yes, it is. Hazel, why are you crying? Huh? No crying. I give you more food in a second. Let's have a look at these lovely birds which just hatched here on our farm.
Hey, you have to go under the heat plate, not on top. Let me help you. Good.
Yeah, those birdies sometimes need a little help, especially when they just hatched and they are a day old. The heat plate, that's what we like to use on our farm and then for our hatching program where we run for educational experiences, because it's less of a fire hazard, right? There is these red lights, these heaters as well, but they could cause a fire hazard on your farm, on your property, in your house. So heat plates is the way to go. You see the quail settled in here nicely. They are happy, and it was a good test hatch. We constantly hatch here on the farm to ensure that the eggs are fertile when we ship them out to you guys. So that a little bit on what happened this week here on the farm. We have been busy with a lot of things, restocking our Amazon store, mainly shoveling snow, and of most important thing, look after the health of our birds and also Hazel, of course. Speaking of birds, we do run some specials right now on Falfy hatching eggs, for example. They are awesome birds. They remind me about snow and yeah, like it looks like on my driveway right now. Snow, ice, and a little bit of black sprinkled in there. It's just, yeah, I like the winter usually, but not too much of it, please. Now, since Hazel was a little crying there, let's continue on the dog treats, and then we talk a little bit more quail. Before we get to quail, let's talk duck. We can do bigger birds together with a lovely farm up in New York State, Eric and Nicole. We bring to you duck hearts. They are a little bit bigger in size than quail hearts, and they are freeze-dried as well to preserve them. And they are a premium treat, and I don't even have to say anything to Hazel. She hears it and gets super excited, right? Yes. And we're gonna turn around. Good girl. And up. And paw. Yeah, there you go. Say hi to the people. It's a nice crunchy treat. It's gone too quick as everything. It's lean, not much fat. It's a premium treat made here in the US as well. Bless you, Hazel. And it's just awesome, right? Hazel comes back for more. Okay. What we got for you, honey? Let me think. What we haven't shown yet. We have shown this. We have to show something for the cats too. Let me grab that over here. This is something for cats and puppies. So let me highlight that product down here. That's the wing on the string. My daughter had that idea. The wing on the string on its own. Hazel. Ooh, did you fart? That's the only side effect you get from our food topper. Whew. Yeah, you're a little stinker. You're a little stinker. But she ate egg, right? That's what it smells like. No side effects from this lovely natural product either. That's the wing on the string. We really don't want to make sure we waste anything on the birds. And the wings come off, right, when they had their not so happy day on our farm. And it becomes a natural pet toy for your cat, for your dog. Especially if you're thinking about bird dog training, if you want to go out hunting for game birds. Quail is a game bird. It's a great training tool for dogs, but also for your cat. The natural instinct of your cat is to go out there in the backyard and find a bird. And when they are successful with their hunt, they bring that birdie back in. Everybody is nodding here right now. I see you guys. Yes, if you have a cat who is allowed to go outside, you probably had that happening to you. Now you can awaken the natural instinct of your little tiger by bringing this wing to your pet, right? Let me show that close up. It's a natural wing and with the string. If you happen to find a little stick in your backyard, tied on the other hand, then it's even more fun to play with your cat. It's natural, there is no chemicals with it, no salt. We just air dry it with hot air. So it's completely dry. Then we tie a good knot on it. If it comes loose because you play hard, you can just tie it on again. But usually it's a good knot, shouldn't come off. We handmade here in the US. So not imported from anywhere. The only imported thing in here is me. Got stuck on a business trip here 10 years ago in a good way. So yeah, that's the wing on the string, right, Hazel? You are not a puppy anymore. You don't play with that anymore. I know. She's watching there. Just make sure when you put it back in the package that it's not wet, otherwise it might get moldy. So let it dry first and then put it back. You know, if your puppy gets excited, drooling a bit, might get wet. Some feathers might come loose as well when your little tiger there gets hard into it. If you click on the product, you're gonna see some videos there. My daughter made a video and a friend of mine was leaving a review there as well. And it's one of our best sellers here on our store. Sold over 1,000 times, Hazel. And how many you ate? Huh? Too many. She had an accident, yes, with them. I left some unattended. I won't do that anymore. And she had a couple of them and she ate them. Next day she pooped feathers. Those little bones were breaking down nicely, as I mentioned earlier on. They don't splinter like chicken bones. I'd rather have her play with a toy like that than any plastic toys. You know, you don't know what chemicals are in there. Plastic toys, in case your dog gets excited and swallows it. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it. Let's say it that way. With this, if the worst case happens, they get too excited and eat it. Okay, it's feathers and some bones that breaks down. But usually that doesn't happen. You should just watch it a little bit as well. But yeah, natural toys for pets, I think, is important. Talking about a few more things for the pets, little cats as well, dogs like our feet, quail feet. We have them in a little trial pack of 10. You like them too. You want to have one? It's a bit chewy. This one is sealed. That's the other pack we have. It's a pack of around 60, especially for training. If you use a lot of them, there's 60 quail feet in there. Also just dehydrated. But that's the one for 10. Hazel, you get your dinner and then you get something to chew after, okay? Yeah. Great natural products. And for our hunting friends as well, we do have a kit which comes with a wing, 5 spines, and 5 ties of the quail as extra training rewards as well for bigger dogs. So if you have like a German short hair, a pointer, or German shepherd, or any kind of hunting dog, they would love that stuff. believe me. Okay, now let's get into the quail products a little bit. Quail, we treat them well here on the farm. They are our livelihood, and you know, even through snowstorms, through the heat of the summer, through blizzards, whatever happens, day or night, we keep an eye on them. We make sure they are healthy. We're inspected by the USDA, by the Department of Agriculture. They come and check our birds for health, so we are MPIP certified. That's the National Poultry Improvement Program. Quail kind of falls under that. And we want to make sure that the quail really have it nice on our farm, so I came up with that idea, this product, because the cages we need to use cages as breeders, because that they... Honey, why are you crying? You miss mommy? Oh, we're done soon. Don't worry. So for the breeders, we have them in cages that they mingle nice, and Hazel likes the smell of that too, right? Are you a farmer and you have a dog on the farm? Is your dog also eating the little crumbs from what the quail, you know, distribute pretty much everywhere in your barn? I mean, it's just wheat and corn and other good stuff, so nothing bad about it. But what we make actually out of high protein quail feed is the quail knödel, as I call it. Let me show that close up. So I got into mealworms last year, and quail are not the most intelligent birds, let's say it this way. I put some mealworms in their feeding, together with their feed in their feeding, in their feeders, right? And they pick up the mealworm, run to the back of the cage, and then drop it there while they try to eat it. So not very efficient. And since I don't want the mealworms to be wasted, which I raise here on the farm as well, they are high in protein and great for the quail, I figured I need to do something that the quail still can access the mealworms, but that the mealworms do not drop into their poop, right? That's kind of the idea. Let me show you here on the screen how that looks like with the quail. So let me switch over to this picture mode here. So this is how it looks like when the ball is actually mounted on the cage. I haven't closed the cage here in this case. So it comes with that string, so you can mount it on really any cage type, right? And they're hand formed. I make them here on the farm on a cold winter day to kind of defrost my hands again from shoveling snow. And this way I work in nice the mealworms there. The birds get happy and busy pecking at them. That helps with their peaks as well. You see, my peaks are not my peaks, but the peak of the quail is not outgrowing, overgrowing, so they have something hard to peck on. That's really important for them as well. Because I use plastic type cages, there's nothing hard for them to peck against. Now with the ball, they have something hard. That keeps them busy. I see when I feed them, I see them constantly pecking against it. Eventually it might happen, you know, when they work it really well, that it breaks in two pieces. Then you keep working on it when it's on the floor. That's fine. Just remove then the string, that you don't introduce an extra hazard for the birds. Everybody who has birds knows birds they find a way to kill themselves. Let's say it this way. They're a bit clumsy. And yeah, so they come in a pack of 2, nicely sealed, and they will make your quail happy for a while, depending on how many you got, you know, packing at that. It's high protein food. On the product description, you see exactly what's in there. But the nice bonus for your quail is the mealworms with extra protein. My quail love it. I use them now myself since about 6 months. It's a bit of work to make them, but there's nothing bad in there, right? Just natural ingredients, and they are not waterproof, so don't put them out in the snow into the elements. They would just dissolve in water. So keep them please dry. If you have a clean quail setup like we do have here on the farm as well, shouldn't be an issue. But your birds will be happy that they get a little bit extra there. Extra play fun, things to occupy them. Yeah, something healthy and nutritious. I know it's maybe not the best week for hatching eggs. It's freezing everywhere. But in case you're planning to get into the hatching game, I want to just show you guys. We do have those jumbo rails here as well for people who use the Hatching Time Chimuka incubators. Those are the inserts for the goose rails. The jumbo quail rails are specifically made for jumbo sized eggs. Jumbo, we define it by the ACPA standard, saying a jumbo bird is over 10 ounces at 10 weeks, but their eggs tend to be a little bit bigger as well than a standard quail egg. And as you can see, they fit nicely. When you incubate quail eggs, and we had some hatching last week, and now I loaded up the incubator yesterday again. Didn't take pictures, sorry for that. You want to make sure that the eggs are spaced, there's space in between them, that the air can circulate around them. Even if you use an old styrofoam incubator and you want to have the option with the egg should be incubated with the pointy end down. That's the best way for the air sac on top and for the chick to develop. You can be successful when they lay on the side as well, but the hatch rates, and I've tested that over the last 5 years, they are better if they are pointy side down. And that's why those incubators are made that way as well. And that's why we make our rail stores in that fashion as well. And you can decide to have 1, 2, or more. Hazel, come here. Why are you crying? Come here, baby. I guess she wants to go to mommy. Yeah. Well, Hazel, you have to wait a few more minutes and then you can go and play with mommy. We do have those rails as well for button quail eggs. So here is a sample. In this case, you can fit 19 button quail eggs or standard quail eggs as well. They fit for both. I can show you here. This is kind of a standard size cellar then. They fit nicely. Let me get into the bigger camera. You get the idea. I mean, obviously, you could technically place jumbos in here as well, but they are not as stable in the standard one. For that, you should definitely use the jumbo rails. But a standard egg will fit nicely too. And a little button one. I don't have any here right now, just this one broken one here. Just to get the idea. Here we go. A little button egg would fit nicely too, so you don't see it anymore. Here it is. You can spot it. Okay. Yeah, so that secures the eggs well during incubation. That's important. Now, last but not least, what we got? The feeders. Button quail or standard quail like feeders right now. I have the brooder full outside and I have some birds inside. Then I use these feeders as well. They are designed that no quail can get into the feed. Number one, that they don't poop into the feed. That you guys don't have to use those lovely chicken feeders. They're great for chicken, but not for quail. But that's all what you had before you found this stream and before you saw this product. They come in a pack of 2 in a nice secure box. You can zip tie the 2 of them together. Where is the second one? He's hiding somewhere. Here he is. That's what I like to do in a brooder setup. If I put them on the floor, you zip them together or some Velcro around. They fit nice. Each of them holds 11 ounces, so they come in a pack of 2. Or what you can do with them as well, let me show you real quick on a picture here. I just need to find it. Scrolling. Here we go. Now, yep, I have to press the right button. Here we go. So here you see these feeders. They are specifically designed for the grow-out cages from Chimuka. And yeah, I just fit them with a zip tie right there on the door. I actually made it in a way that I can open still the door if I need to. But as you can see, I don't use the standard feed trays there for younger birds because for the layers, of course, they are not made for layers. They are for grow-outs or brooder cages. But for the standard layer ones, I think it's total the grow-out and layer. Yeah. Oh, getting confused. Hazel, you're confusing me. Blah. I take a break here. You know what I'm saying. Do you? Yeah. Oh, I don't like to hear Hazel cry, so I just gonna send a message to my wifey to let her go. Sometimes you need to do that. Let her go. Hazel, wanna say bye to our viewers or not? Okay, that's a no. Sorry, guys. She doesn't have her best day today. Okay, now Hazel is taken care of. Now, do you guys have any questions? I see so many people in here. That's awesome. Please don't forget to leave me a like or follow. If you leave a follow here on the Amazon app, then you get a pop-up when I'm next time live, which is usually Mondays. Today I went earlier live a little bit. Normally I go live at around 7:30, but Hazel and I decided let's be a little earlier live because we were thinking a lot of people probably didn't go to work today, working from home, so we wanted to check in on you and see if everything is fine. So you saw a lot of our products. Overall, we have around 100 different, actually more than that now, 150 different products around quail. So please check out our Amazon store. That would be great. You support not just my small family business here, but 14 farms which are currently in the network here at Undike, from places like Utah down to Louisiana, Texas, New York State, Florida, Missouri, and so on. So you support a US company with US families behind the hard work we do here. So shout out to all the other farms in our network. Thank you guys for doing the great job you do, looking so well after your birds and getting those orders of eggs out in time for our customers to enjoy them. Now I say thanks so much for watching today. I wish you guys a good rest of your week. Stay warm out there, stay safe out there, and I see you next week here on Amazon Monday around 7:30. Thank you guys. Bye. Okay, that's it for the live stream on Amazon. And I'm getting a little warm here, so let me show stuff I cannot show on Amazon, like my t-shirt with my logo on it. It's funny, but that's how regulations are. Obviously, those Amazon people want that the products are being bought on Amazon. But you can also buy them, of course, on our website, undike.us or quails.com. But now I want to really show some stuff for our quail and poultry farmers out there. Whew, sorry, well, I have a heater there, that's why I'm getting a little hot now. And I switch over now to the desktop view here, and I want to show you what's the newest and greatest in regards to the software we develop here at Undike. What some stuff I coded, and here we are. Quailos.com. If you haven't heard it yet, that's the newest and greatest in poultry and game bird farm management. So what is it? It is a full business suite software application what you can access in your browser when you go on quailos.com. So it's Quail OS. OS stands for Operation System.com. And you can then install it as well, like Amazon, like an Android or Apple app. It's not on the App Store or Play Store. You actually have to install it from following these directions here on your phone. It's just easier for us to make changes quicker for you guys, and that's why we made it that way. But you can have it installed on your phone or on your computer. I actually prefer it on the computer because when I sit in the office, I like to have things on the big screen. And in here you can do so many things, so it kind of makes sense. But when I'm out with the quail and I want to track real quick how much feed I got left, did I use it up or not, how my birds are doing, adjust the bird count or things like that, this stuff I usually do on the mobile phone, and it synchronizes in real time, so that's very handy. Gives me an idea when I have to go next time to the feed store as well with the feed management. So if you put your own tracking in there, like with your bird inventory and how much feed you bought, it calculates it here. I was running out of food a few times, and that's why I developed that. So you have a little bit forecasting in there. What else is new here? You can ship your online store orders from eBay, Shopify, Amazon, Walmart, Target Plus, Timo, TikTok Shop. If you really have to, Etsy and others. You could ship online orders in here with the ship online order function, where you have to hook up your store first and then ship out orders in case you're in the business of shipping eggs or live birds. Or you use, if you don't want to hook up your store and just occasionally want to ship something, you have here the option to just create shipping labels as well for your business. You basically top up your balance here. You see then how much balance you got. You can top up $20, $50, $100, $200, and so on. And then you can ship out your orders here. So if you already have a website, great option here. Depending on the tier you're on, we have different shipping rates. You can see them here on the rate card as well. And we have a cool functionality, which is the risk management. So for example, I just put here an address here with a zip code. Let's use this one. And you can do a risk check here, and it tells you, is that address okay, or is there some issues with that address? So it might take a second here. So in this case, the risk status is unknown for this specific address, but it gives you also here an idea about, is there active weather alerts, right? Obviously, we know right now, yes, it's cold pretty much everywhere. But is there an active blizzard? What's the weather forecast at the destination of your customer, right? So it tells you exactly how cold it's there. We use it for live bird shipping, right? Before we ship out live birds, we check the weather with, and then, you know, depending on how it goes there, we get in touch with our customers and say, listen, do you want to wait a little until we ship them? Or is it okay to ship? So there's many reasons why you want to have that. With the community reported good egg, bad egg, yeah, that's really what it is. If you had a chargeback on your online store because the customer was not happy with their order or whatever it might be, or, you know, if it was actually a scammer. We had some scamming attempts here as well with my company the last 5 years. Every once in a while. So those people are on a bad egg list, and they would show up here as well if their address is being flagged as a bad address. So this one is unknown. That's normal. As more people use the system, as better it gets, right? So if I put in this, let's see. There you go. That's a nice one. That's what we want to see. This address, that's my address. Great. It shows that's a good egg. Another farm reported this being a good address, a good customer, so you know you have less risk shipping to that address, for example. If you want to ship me some coffee, that's my address. Thank you. Just kidding, guys. Okay, what else we got? Oh yeah, the latest and coolest. I have a rental coming up now in February, and then for Easter, bookings will come in as well. And this is RentaHatch. Now let's take a look at RentaHatch first. Let me bring up the website, rentahatch.com. That's something I programmed about a year ago, and now we kind of restarted by integrating it into Quailos. So in Quailos, and I'm going to show you that in a second, you can manage your own website, your own listing on rentahatch.com. What even is RentaHatch? How you can make money with your farm, or if you're listening and you're a family and you want to get into quail and you want to try it out, well, we definitely need help to get a few more dots on this map here. But let's talk about it. What is it, and how does it work? So RentaHatch is what we do on our farm here as well, educational program, right, where we use our idle incubators to rent them out to schools, to families, to homeschoolers, to people who are new to homesteading and want to try it out without buying expensive equipment. So you can become a vendor here as well if you like to make some extra money with your fresh and fertile quail eggs or chicken eggs or duck eggs, right? Whatever you got, and your idle incubators. So the way it works for the customer, they find a farm here on RentaHatch.com. We run ads nationwide. They select the dates. Then they pick up the equipment and the eggs from your location. They do the incubation, and we have here a customer login with a training course with videos and text in regards to that the children, which are typically involved here in a rental program like this, learn something about how does the bird actually develop in the egg, what's happening during the hatch or during the incubation, and then how do I care for the quail until I return them back to the farm, or some people, decide to keep them. Right? Here you see the chicks, for example. So here we make the marketing. You don't have to build your own website. In Find a Farm, you get a listing like this. People can click on that, see it on the map, and approximately location. The actual location is being sent to the customer after they paid and after they have arranged with you a pickup for the hatching kit. Now, from a customer perspective, they go ahead, they select the kit, what the farm has available. So guys, if you're in the Bridgewater, New Jersey area and you want to hatch some quail, this is what you do. You select your start date here and provide your details, and then you pay and confirm, and then you get all the information sent via email and text as well. For you as a farm to set that up, it's pretty straightforward. Number one, you create a free account on quailos.com. For the actual RentaHatch functionality, what you see in here, the silver subscription is needed. The subscription you find in settings and subscription. So you can upgrade to silver. It's only $9 a month. So it's much cheaper than running your own website. And with that, you get access to my ebook as well from Coop to Commerce. You get your business profile in the directory as well. And access to the supplier tool where you can sell products to my company as well to make extra money. But with the rental program, you can really help your farm as well to make extra money, because there you decide, when you want to rent out with the calendar here. So you see here, if you go on vacation like I like to do, you can block out a certain time. But then you have your booking calendar here, and you can say, okay, how many kits you have available, right? If you have only one incubator, that would be one kit. If you have 10 incubators laying around and you want to have them out all at one time, you can fully manage that all in here on the calendar and in the rental kits, right? People might have chicken rental kits as well, so you could go and add a new type. You put your own pictures in there. You decide your own price. The only thing is we take 15% of that price for facilitating the rental, sending text reminders to your customers, holding the amount in escrow until the customer has completed their hatching experience to ensure that the customer really has a great experience as well. We do customer support as well. If they have a question, they can text or call our hotline. So they are not left alone during the hatching experience, especially if it's the first time for them. And they have access in the customer section to a full quail keeping or chicken keeping course as well, which we developed over hundreds of hours of work with videos and all that good stuff. So the customer is well looked after, and you are well looked after as well. In the communication tab, this is where you basically enable it here. And so your customers, when they sign up at the time when the hatch starts till the actual return We send them automated text messages as well to remind them about important steps during their hatching experience. In the financial section, then you will see any payouts, and in the settings, this is where you design your own landing page. You get your own URL. Mine is rentahatch.com/undik. And yours could be your name there, right? And then here you have your information about your farm, scheduling and pickup instructions here. And then for the payout, we support seller or bank transfer to you. So this is the rental manager, which is now new in RentaHatch, amongst many, many other things like the banking tool, where you can hook up your Tractor Supply credit card and your business bank account to have fully automated reporting on profit and loss, accounting for Schedule F, all the preparation in there, what you need. And if you want to learn more about all that, we have the Academy down here. So quailos.com/academy gets you straight there. And here is more information, some videos. Oh, we see there's more and more people showing interest now. We just launched that last week. So more and more people show interest now. They want to become a RentaHatch vendor in their area. But we show you also things like, like last week when I recorded this, how can you go online and live on Amazon or YouTube or TikTok would play in here as well, what kind of technical setup you need, and more if you want to learn how to build your own online store. I run a course where I personally teach you about that, so you could enroll in that. You see there's many things free in here, some paid options. You could become a teacher here yourself if you know something about farming and you think other people would like to learn about it. If it's about chicken, quail, ducks, anything on a farm, please watch this course and sign up and make your own course in here. We really want to enable everybody out there to make some extra money with their birds, with their homestead. So please feel free to contribute here as well. If you have any questions about QuailOS, you can watch the training in here. There's a fully run through. I recorded hours of material there. There's also some smaller cheat sheets if you only want to know something specific about a specific function in here, how to do something. And if you get stuck, just click on help and support. And here you can submit a support ticket. Then I get in touch with you and try to help you if you get stuck somewhere within QuailOS, or if you just have a question for me, or if you had a great idea about a feature in here, you can also do a feature request. That doesn't cost you anything. That's also for the free tiers. So check that out. I keep working hard on some enhancements. Right now I'm waiting to hear back from the MPIP people to see if we can integrate with their database. Their website is pretty old, so my hopes are low that they actually have an option to do so. I'm gonna do some other automatizations. You see what has been done already. And if you provide a great idea in the help section, obviously we don't mention your name, but we would love to show it up here to other people see as well what we're working on, what's new in the area. Last but not least, we have supply opportunities. So if you want to make some extra money with your eggs, we even buy empty eggs now before Easter. You see here the different opportunities as well. You can send us your products and we sell them here on our online stores and get things running for you guys. Okay, that was a lot of talking. I hope you guys, if I look in the right camera, had it not too hard, like freezing water lines and all that lovely things on the farm. I hope you had a less stressful time on your farm or in your home than we had over the last couple of days. But that's part of life. It cannot always be sunshine. And honestly, I like challenges every once in a while. So everybody who has a homestead, a farm, or looks after live animals knows what I'm talking about. If you want to get into quail, check out more videos here on our YouTube channels. There's some things like how I build cages, how I build my setup, We're gonna show also how bigger barns and farms are being built with my friends over at Buddy's Hatchery, so check out their YouTube channel as well. Yeah, and that's all I can say for now. That's my story, and I stick with it. I wish you guys a good week ahead. I say thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your evening.